Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Louis, and today I want to bring you a game played by Magnus Carlsen against Jan-Krzysztof Duda. It was played in the first round of the Meltwater Champions Chess Tour Finals. It's a short game, and I'm sure most of you who are following this tournament live have already seen this game, but I just want to bring you a brief analysis. And it's pretty unusual that we get such a short miniature. Carlsen has the white pieces and Duda has the black pieces. Carlsen opens up with d4, knight f6, c4, e6, and knight c3. So inviting maybe the Nimzo Indian. And Duda decides to go for d5 here. So just a calmer approach, I guess. And c takes d5. I guess you could go to, after e takes d5, you could go to like the typical Botvinnik approach. Like with some bishop d3 and queen c2, knight g2, and like castles f3. This is very standard, but not very commonly seen in the highest level, which would be quite interesting if we actually went into that. But in this game, Duda decided to play knight takes d5, and from here I thought that this was gonna, this is just gonna peter out to draw, because the main line in this position is like it's playing c5, knight f3, takes, and then we trade a bunch of pieces after such continuation, and like bishop c4 is apparently the top move. And this is a very drawish line. We already traded a bunch of pieces. White has a nice center, but it's black is not without their own trumps. But in this game, instead of going for e4, Carlsen decides to go for knight f3. So I like the approach here, just keeping more pieces on the board. And after c5, e3, just solidifying the center. C takes d4, e takes d4. So Carlsen is ready to accept an isolated pawn for the bishop lines to be open. And knight takes c3. So b takes c3, queen c7. So immediately targeting the c3 pawn. And here I think it would just be logical to play bishop d2 and then bishop d3, castles. But it doesn't really pose any problems for black. And rather white may have a backward pawn on c3, which may be targeted in the future. So here Carlsen decides to go for a very interesting move, rook b1. And at least in the Lichess database, no games have followed this route. Maybe in the Mega database, there have been some games here, but I'm not 100% sure. And the question now is, what happens if black takes the pawn? So after some analysis, we can find after queen c3, white is at least going to get a couple of tempi here with bishop d2, and the queen has to retreat. And after bishop d3, for example, bishop e7, preparing castling, castles. There's this very nice move, rook b3, which just intends to first off clear the b1 square for the queen, possibly to prepare a battering ram across the diagonal, and also apply pressure on b7. So we can see the following continuation after knight c6, queen b1 and h6. We can give a check here with bishop h7, king h8, and bishop e4. And we get this position where white is down a pawn, but has tremendous compensation here. I think the computer already says that this is slightly better for white, because black cannot develop this bishop on c8 due to the b7 pawn hanging, and it's a bit awkward here, to say the least. And we can also see white has the monster bishops here. And so in the game, Duda decided to play knight d7, and bishop d3 was chosen by Carlsen. So another very interesting decision. The computer doesn't like it, because after queen takes c3, so we're giving up the pawn on c3 here. And king f1 is forced, because if you play bishop d2, then the bishop on d3 hangs. And after king f1, this is the position that we got after move 11. The computer seems to like just playing bishop d6, and for example, we can see example continuation. White is down a pawn, so white needs to play in the style of the attack. So h4, b6, for example, d5, e5, and this is one of the ancient continuations. Queen a5, knight d2, bishop a6, and in this position after rook h3, like white simply down a pawn here. There's not much compensation as far as I can see. Black has a very strong central pawn also, and black is doing amazing in this position. But I mean, to find the details between like the difference between bishop d6 and bishop e7 in a rapid game, it's I mean, at least the decision by Carlsen is very practical. And in this position, Duda decided to play bishop e7, which the computer sees as a slight inaccuracy. After h4, castles, and rook h3. So immediately just trying to deliver mate to Duda. And here knight f6 was played. So far it seems very innocent. Like this move seems very natural, and you just want to bring another defender to the black king. But this allows the move knight e5, which is apparently very strong. The idea is you obviously cannot take on d4 because of bishop takes h7, just winning the queen. And we're also threatening bishop takes h7 right now, winning the queen. And so Duda decided to respond with queen a5. And after rook g3, the pressure here is already immense, and it's definitely holdable, but quite difficult seeing the possibility of h5, h6, or even h5. And with this bishop on this diagonal, it's going to be very dangerous. And king h8 was played. This seems logical to try to step away from the g file and like avoid any bishop h6 ideas. But suddenly, after bishop g5, turns out black is simply lost here. So we can see the continuation after h6, bishop takes h6, which is, yeah, I mean, this kind of game we rarely see ever. I would expect this to be in maybe like an online blitz game, but in a rapid tournament against the best players in the world, especially against Duda even, yeah, this kind of game is pretty wild to see. And after g takes h6, the idea is after queen f3, this idea of queen f4 and just taking the pawn on h6 is simply unstoppable. And I think the engine already recommends a line after like queen c3 and just giving up the queen here, which is not good at all. So on this, after move 18, queen f3, Duda decided to resign. So this is a very exciting game. Like this idea maybe of like playing bishop d3 may not have been the most sound. Actually, it's maybe the computer would just say it's quite dumb, but at least practically speaking, this is a great decision, because we saw that the defense after bishop e7, like playing one inaccurate move, suddenly led to all the trouble. And simple natural moves like knight f6 in this position led to some tactical opportunities. So yeah, that's basically going to be it for me. Quite a short video, but also quite a short game. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do like it, please do like and subscribe to this channel. I'll be making more videos soon. Not too many on game analysis, but people seem to like the shorter videos and the ones where actual chess is being played rather than theory. So yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe and have fun playing chess, everyone. Bye bye.